everybody. So it's been a minute. I've been busy. I got the CLZ app. I put my collection in all of that. I was kind of running into like a conundrum on like what I do with my doubles, because I have some doubles of like some stuff from the 90s in particular. Like I have 5 full sets of like the Robin miniseries for some reason. I don't know why, but that's a thing. But I got everything in. I had some books that I forgot that I had, and I didn't have some stuff that I thought I had. But I guess it's like a normal thing. It's like I could have sworn that I had this book, and it turns out I don't, or maybe it's just somewhere else. I don't know. But I am missing a couple boxes from before, like years ago. I misplaced some of my collection or whatever, and moves, or I'm sure somebody just walked away with it. But it is what it is. Anyway, I haven't really been to the shop much in the last month. I did pick up East to West 33, Saga 43, and the other day we were at the crappy shop up the street, and I picked up Kid Attorney number 5 out of the dollar bin, and Cowboy Ninja Viking number 2, and these were 50% off. I did find a bunch of other stuff, but I'm notorious about talking myself out of getting stuff at the shop. It's like I'll pick out a bunch of stuff and end up putting it back. And I have all of Cowboy Ninja Viking in trade. I want to say this was from Cami. Thanks, Cami. This was great. Anyway. So there's that. I did catch up on Batwoman. I don't have the new issue with, I don't have the new one, but today maybe. I get paid today. I gotta go pay some bills, and there's some stuff at Half Price Books in the one of the boxes that I'm looking forward to getting. So, bad news. Let's go on a tour. This is going to be a jumbly, rambly video, and for that I apologize, but this is part of the reason why I haven't been around much on YouTube. This used to be the room I kept my comics in, and we had a really bad storm a couple weeks ago. Like, my comics were right there, and I come in here one day, and I'm looking at these windows, and, well, the blinds actually, and I'm like, what in the hell is on my window? This right here, because these were new when I moved in, and I've only been here like 4 months. And I'm like, great. So I go and I'm like, oh, fantastic. It's not on the window, it's like on the inside. Fast forward like 20 minutes, and the whole ceiling just kind of turned into like a shower. I had this print that Dawn, like Luke and Dawn got me, of Judge Dredd, that was sitting on top of my collection that was over here. I had some boxes here, I had some boxes over here, and then I had a lot of stuff in this corner. But this was like the first 9 boxes in my collection. So I had my Amazing Spider-Man there, right on top. And on top of that was this print of Judge Dredd and a top loader. And that saved my Amazing Spider-Man collection. So out of my, some of them right here. Out of all of my comics and everything else, this is what I lost. I lost mostly lids in like 3 boxes. A couple of them already been taken out of the trash. And initially I thought it was just 5 books out of my collection. No big deal. It's like Promethea 1, Promethea Omega, Terrible Lizard number 1, and like some Spider-Man, like McFarlane run Spider-Man, like late numbers, like 50s. It was very stressful. Like, I move, my girlfriend just like jumps in, and we just immediately start getting the collection out of the room. And like one of the boxes when we went to lift it up was leaking water. So that was a shit day, but everybody made it. I laid out the books that I thought were trashed in the living room on the floor for a couple days, and the only thing I ended up losing was Terrible Lizard and Autumn Tales number 1. sucked. So that's that. That was between that and CLZ. That was what I've been spending a lot of my comic book time on. I have been going to the library. I did pick up a great book on Jack Kirby, and I read the collected Martha Washington by Frank Miller and Dave Gibbons. And this was right after Frank Miller did Dark Knight and Dave Gibbons did the Watchmen. So there was a lot of buzz on this, I guess, at one point. And I have some of the singles. But I don't know, it just kind of came off a little disjointed. I guess it took like 20 years for the whole thing to get done. Not my favorite Dave Gibbons, and not my favorite Frank Miller. It was good, it was interesting, but I'm not sure I could recommend it, which was kind of sad because I had high hopes for that book. Just because it's Frank Miller and Dave Gibbons. That sounds like a home run. It wasn't. I'm also planning a move across the country. I currently live in Missouri. I'm going to be moving to Oregon in March. So I have some stuff that I'd rather not carry across the country. I'm just I've moved these boxes more in the past like 6 months than I have in the last like 12 years, and I'm kind of over it. And the whole freaking out about the rain damaging the books, it just kind of came off as like, this is owning me more than I own it, and I'm not really that cool with it. I mean, like, realistically, what is it? I'm not going to read 80% of these books. I just kind of seem like a hoarder, so I think it's time to cull the herd. So if anybody's looking for something, I do have some books that I am still interested in doing, so like trades are fucking great. Sorry for the language, but like, I don't know, I'm going to dump a lot of this. Probably just do lots on eBay or Let Go here in Kansas City's got some comics. There was a shop, the local shop, that I was planning on taking some stuff to that I've gone to for years, but the gentleman that owned that ended up getting killed in a robbery, so we're kind of up in the air about what's actually going to happen with the business. I don't know. I've heard rumors, but nothing tied down, so I'm not sure. I don't know what else to say. Oh yeah, Batwoman. Let's talk about Batwoman. I read the first 2 issues. Like I said, I'm probably going to get the next one today, maybe. I might. I don't know. And I can't say... Steve Epton art was great. Phenomenal. I'm a fan of his. I will always be a fan of his unless something stupid happens, like he has a stroke or, God forbid, no. But like, yeah, Steve Epton is the man. Is it J.H. Williams III good? No. Is anything J.H. Williams III good? Probably not. At least for me, like art-wise, that's as good as it's gonna get. Maybe some, I don't know, Frank Cho stuff is great, or like Alex Ross is phenomenal. I mean, there's a couple people that do fantastic art, but J.H. Williams III is my dude currently. Let me show you my wall. I put some books up. So I used this stuff, and it sticks to the bags so good that when I take these down, or we move them, we had some in there, but we took them off the wall when we took the comics off, and we had to change the bags because this Ticky Tack stuff, this Fun Tack by Loctite, didn't want to come off the bags, which is great. So let me show you what we got here. This copy of Predator up here is, ooh, weird perspective. This is signed. I mean, these aren't like my keys or anything. These are just the covers that I like. This is Silent Hill, or Silent Night by Sin City. Sin City Silent Night. This is a great book. No dialogue. Those are my 2 issues of Quest Probe. I want to get the 3rd one and put it here. This is like one of my all-time favorite covers. Let me see if I can get a little closer, maybe. Yeah, this is Transformers number 5. I just love that cover. This Hulk is my first comic book ever, and this is Arthur Adams doing Godzilla, Predator, Aliens. Dark Horse Comics number 11. This is a great cover. Shade the Changing Man number 39, I think. 39. One of my all-time favorite covers. Secret Wars number 8, and then Rima number 4. I did have some more stuff that I was going to put on there. I got a Punisher War Journal number 24. No big deal book, but it's Matt Fraction and Rick Remender, Howard Chaykin doing Punisher. This was a lot of fun. My reader copy of Ragman number 1 was almost going to go up there, but I decided to go with Rima, and I still get my Joe Kubert fix. This was one of the books I thought got trashed in the water. It's fine, thank God. This is kind of questionable. This was another one. It's still a little wavy, but it's, you know, it's a reprint. I have a first print copy of issue 1, so I'm not too fussed about this. Yeah, those are the Spider-Man. And then I pulled some stuff out that I was going to trade. So I guess this is kind of like a trade bait video. This is Warlock and the Infinity Watch number 1. This is signed, and I have a COA. I think it's by the writer. I don't remember. It's right there. I also have some Ramos Spectacular Spider-Man, issue 1, issue 2, 3. Yeah, some J. Scott Campbell's Thundercat Action number 0. No big deal. Excuse me. Superman Batman number 8. I thought these were cool. Spider-Man and the Black Cat number 3. Kevin Smith, Carrie Dodson. I like his Black Cat. Superman and Black Cat number 2. And Venom, Lethal Protector number 1. Great. Mark Bagley. This is the first print. And also for trade, I have Walking Dead number 8. This book's in great shape. There is a... That's it. That's the only thing wrong with it, right there. The corners are great. It's all great. This is a fantastic book. And I also Walking Dead number 7. Cool. And I'm looking for a bunch of stuff. I have like 300 books on my wish list now for CLZ. Look at that though. I got a wall. And over here, I got some of my Black Series Star Wars. Those are my reprints, my reissues from the 80s. And then in the corner, I have some of my treasures from way back when. This is great. We have, let me see. We got the Max McFarlane toy with the Alien Resurrection figure. I just really like that movie. They're all in here. Please don't ask me to take this thing down because it's all kind of precarious. And then my my Mars Attacks action figures, because why not? Yeah, cool. And then some original artwork from when I was a kid. My Ladies Doctor Who poster. That was prize winning from Nottawag. And there's some more art. Yeah, cool. This kind of upsets me, but it is what it is. And they're fixing it. This is taking a while. So, I don't know. I'm probably not going to move them back in here. Oh, and when the roofer came in to check the damage, and you know, we're walking through the apartment, and he's asking me questions, and we get back here, and he goes, "Oh, you like comics?" And I go, "Yeah." And then I take him into the room where the comics were, and he goes, "Oh man, this sucks. I got you though. I'll fix this for you." Like, he got it. I guess one of his kids is into comics, so he's like, "I understand. I'll make sure this is good." He put like an extra layer of shit on the roof on this end of the apartment building. That was cool of him. And we went up on the roof, and like this is how the roof is supposed to be, and this is how the roof was. So it was like open on this side to like the beams of the roof. It was terrible, which is why we had the water mitigation. So that's me. Months ago I was talking about my book. I'm still doing that. It's coming along great. Okay, cool. My cat says hello. I miss you guys. I'll see you later.